I'm going to prove to you why these are the best microgreens to grow and why everyone should be doing this. These are pea shoots. Now I showed how I grow these in another video. I'll drop a link so you can go watch that one. Pretty much it's laying it out on a screen, rinsing them a couple of days, and then bottle water them when the roots develop. Doing it this way cuts down on mold and mildew issues and gives you an abundant crop. Now you can grow a lot in a big tub like I did, but I also show you how to do it in smaller containers, like these that I got on Amazon. It's a perfect single size portion. You might want to start with something like this. Now one reason to do this, it's super fun. You get to watch the greens and the roots grow, and it all happens in about a week. Now besides them being super healthy, peas are packed with protein. They're easy to grow because you don't need any nutrients or grow medium. Without any nutrients or growing medium, it makes cleanup a breeze. We'll talk more about that after we harvest these. Now this looks like a lot, but we don't harvest all of it. Just the top 2 or 3 inches. Most of your other microgreens in a week are only going to be about 2 inches tall anyway. Now the peas are awesome because if you don't get around to harvesting them, you can let them go longer like this. You can just trim off the top where it's really tender. That's all you want. The rest of the vine, as it gets taller, starts to get woody. You get a bunch of these together and it's going to be tough to chew. You can eat as much of it as you want, but I don't want anyone choking on pea shoots. Besides, it's not going to go to waste. Now if you want these young leaves, you can pick those off. But that's a lot of work. I just kind of pinch the shoot. You can kind of tell where it's tough and then where it comes apart really easy. That's what you want to eat. If it's kind of hard to pull apart, it's going to be really tough to chew. So you can kind of get an idea where you want to cut. Another reason why these are the best is if you let them grow out like this to harvest, we can make it really easy compared to other microgreens. Now you've seen me in another video trimming them up just like we do our microgreens. That takes a few minutes. But if you let them grow out like this, a pair of scissors makes quick work of it. And just like that, got an awesome bunch of microgreens. Now if you're thinking about selling microgreens, chefs love these. Most of your other microgreens look like tiny leaves, but look at these with all the tendrils. As well as tasting good, these make an excellent garnish. And because you're not wasting any grow medium like soil or coco coir, this could be a real money maker. And just like that, got another bunch of microgreens. How much would that cost you in the store? So even though we let this batch go almost 2 weeks, you can harvest this much in about a week. But I let mine go longer for another reason. Where some people see waste, I see opportunity. Now you could let these regrow, but I found the longer you do that, the tougher they get. Peas are cheap. I'd rather start over. And before harvesting all of your pea shoots, you can always pull them out like that and transplant some. Peas have a real long taproot, and they're really tough. They might look tangled up on the bottom, but they come out pretty easy. Here's another one. So you've got hundreds of pea shoots in here that you're going to harvest. You can always save a couple. Put them in your garden. Here's some Keely took from our last harvest. She's got them growing over in her herb garden. Now this is one of the biggest reasons why peas might be the best microgreen to grow. It gives you more than a great harvest of pea shoots. Like I said, some people see this as waste, but it's actually a great opportunity. Without any grow medium in here, these clean up really easy. All you have to do is trim the roots off, cut close to the screen, and this is all going to go in the compost. Watch how easy this comes off. Like we said, cleanup's a breeze. And what other microgreen gives you loads of compost? Now here's an easy way. It's even quicker than the scissors. Get your sharp knife. Just slide it right along the screen. Boom, all done. And look at all this organic matter that's going into the compost pile. This isn't soil or a cocoa coir that we went out and bought. This is free. A lot of the cost in microgreens comes from the growing medium. And then once you grow your microgreens, you throw it in your compost pile. So basically you're taking money and tossing it into your compost pile. If you grow your peas, you're not spending money on grow medium, and you're still throwing lots of organic material into your compost pile. There's a few other microgreens that kind of work like this, such as wheatgrass, but not a whole lot. Let me know if you can think of any. We get loads of nutritious, great tasting, great looking microgreens, bunches of organic matter to go into the compost pile so we can rebuild our soil. If you're lucky, you might get some volunteer pea plants coming up. Cleanup's a breeze, and they're easy to grow. That's why I think peas are the best microgreen to have going in your garden. And if you want to give these speckled peas a try, link's going to be down in the description. We're working with a great small business, Greener Harvest Seeds. You try this out, you're not going to be disappointed. Live to inspire, keep on growing, be the change, and go grow some pea shoots.